Well, it's sunset for sure in the studio, and I wanted to kind of get excited because I have a lot of stuff going on this week, this month. It's been a really busy summer, so I'm getting myself decompressed, working on a new website that's going to be finished up in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be able to push some things through there, new products, new fun things for the fall. So I just wanted to walk you through the studio right now and kind of give you an idea of what's going on because it's very, very busy. Let me just flip my screen. So it's getting kind of crazy. For those who haven't seen the studio, this is basically kind of where I work. This is the process by which I kind of look at my work and I relook at my work and I revisit it. These are pieces that I've done that are sketches and pieces that have been pastels that are finished that I'm getting ready to put into framing. Here's a framed piece that we took out. We're going to reframe. That's an older piece. Today, Julian got some photo equipment, which is awesome. So he's kind of messing around with that a little bit with his ring light here, which I use a lot. Thank you. So these are, this is basically what I do with my work. I sort of hang it up and I sort of process it as I'm going through. This is a piece that's going to be going to the St. Louis history for the Dia de los Muertos. And these pieces over here are also going. This piece I have. So I have to work on this canvas right here. I'm going to be laying that out. And once I get it laid out, I'm going to show you the process that I'm going through. I started a piece. I'm not going to finish that piece. I'm moving on to a new piece. This is my messy desk, which will be cleaned before you see me filming for the big piece. So get prepared. So I wanted to walk through the studio because it's a total mess, because you're going to see it after it's a mess and it's cleaned up and you'll say, oh, that's so nice. So the light isn't on all the way here, but I've been working so manically that I moved things over. Here's my portfolios. These are the portfolios that I dragged to Life Drawing, various ones for various Life Drawing groups. And for different reasons. I also have, piles of canvases, of course, and canvas frames and lots of artwork. I've gone through some artwork. Originals get sold and mailed out. This is some lighting for filming. It's just getting to be, it's been a little crazy. It's been a little bit of a crazy summer working. This is a very large canvas that I'm setting up right here. So in my process with my pieces, I do a lot of work. So I have, of course, all of my pastels, which are really a total mess right now. This is zoo time right here. This is not my happy place. And for those of you who have seen my studio, you know how I like to work. My camera there. So this is not how I like things to be. This is way too messy. It's going to take me a few days to clean up. And when I'm clean, I'm going to be set up to do another piece. I have a lot going on and I have an idea of something that I really want to work with. So there's my dress model, love her. So as an artist, you need a lot of different products. Obviously I have tools for putting things together, posters, and it's just because it's just been a frantic mess, photo equipment, just all of my plein air stuff. It's just been, posters from shows that I've done. There's another poster from shows that I've done. So it's a really crazy time. Here's I kept this from Mexico because, I just had to keep it, but it is a bag. Hold on. This is a bag from coffee, which actually we bought, and I just really needed to keep that coffee bag. That was sort of something I needed to. And there's my little toolkit that I take. So I just, I gotta get it together, kids. It's a little frantic. It's been a little messy. Life's crazy right now, in a great way crazy. But been a messy. So bear with me, and let's watch this mess clean up, and let's get more productive. I have a lot to do this fall. a lot of things I really want to push forward and show you. I'm going to be doing a really large piece, and I'm going to be filming it as I go. It's going to take some time, so I might put it out on YouTube in stages, and I'll probably try to link it in a sped up version on Instagram and through my Facebook. But I really want you to kind of see what I'm doing. I have a lot going on, and I'm really excited to show you how I'm doing it. So, see you soon. Good morning. Hello again. Back in the studio. I did it before. I'm going to do an after now. I'm going to kind of walk through the studio and show you. I'm kind of working on some new pieces, so I'm a little bit messy, but not completely. And also, I'm going to show you how I demess the scenario and how I live in this. Okay, so again, here's the studio-y area. Here's a piece I'm working on right now. And as you can see, I really like to keep a rug down. This is a polished concrete floor. That helps a lot with keeping the control down. But I'm going to show you in a minute a little bit of a trick that I have going on under there. But again, I really like to, I've prepped some canvases to go forward. I like everything to be super clean, and I'm going to tell you it's important because I like to be able to say I'm looking for something and then be able to reach and get it. You know, my artwork is always going to be stacked the way that it is for a reason. I have a lot of it in places that I need it to be. I like everything to be where it is so I can just reach out and grab it and go. I have everything pretty much in the organization that I use it in. Again, my pastels I have a lot of them put away because I haven't been working on a pastel just within this week. So I have a lot of them put away, but I have some out because I go to Life Drawing and I grab them to go. But again, my paint area, my paint cart that I use so much, you know, I have lots of paper towels and lots of, you know, hand towels and stuff. And I like my paints to be very organized because I want to be able to just reach out and grab it and go. I like all my tools clean, so I'm constantly keeping them clean. I just did some painting last night, so I have some brushes and water. And I like everything to be in a place where I can just say, I know where these brushes are. I know where these smaller specific brushes are. I know where my acrylic mediums are. These mediums, these little things, these bottles of mediums are acrylics, but they also have, a Floetrol or something in it to keep them easy to move around. I have all of my different kinds of, I don't know, pouring mediums, and over here I have another pouring medium, but it's in a large quantity. I have all of my thinners and all the things that I use to manufacture the frames, build the frames. So I have a lot of construction stuff here because you build a lot of things in construction for your frames. Levels, squares, all the things to make that piece of canvas hold tight. Lots of levels, lots of squares. I also like to keep certain mementos around me just to keep me happy for the day. Good lighting helps a lot. But this room isn't lit exactly the way I need it to be lit all the time. That's from Rockford, Illinois. That's where I'm from. Sock monkeys are from there. Anyhow, it's not really the best lit room to work in, although sometimes I do like to bring my desk in here. But I have found that working out here, obviously, there's a lot more light out here. So I'm going to show you a super secret little thing that I do to control when I'm doing a pour, and I'll show you that afterwards. But I'm going to show you the mess that happens with a pour and how that works. Okay, so when I'm pouring and I'm doing that messy pour stuff, I'm going to show you a little secret that I decided to do when I moved here, because I've always had a studio and I put a subfloor down everywhere that I go to protect the flooring. But here, because we have concrete, I don't want to paint on the concrete, but I do want to protect the concrete because it is a polished concrete. So this is what I do. Underneath this, is a blue tarp that I have taped down with Gorilla Tape. And what that's going to do is protect the flooring from any of this paint that gets on it. And I'm very careful with how I, do things. If any paint goes beyond it, I'm scraping it up immediately. So for me, this is the best way to protect your flooring in this scenario. I would do this anywhere. If I had a large area that I was working in, I'd probably put a blue tarp everywhere and tape it down. Great stuff, lasts forever. It's very, very heavy gauge tarp, and it protects the floor. Okay, so that's my super secret that I use here in between, because I do live here, and I don't want it to be, I do have a home here, so I kind of want it to be a place where, I could put away my photo equipment and I can sit down and entertain a little bit. It's important to me to be able to have a home that's also a studio because I work so much. But I also love, and I have been offered to have studios in other people's places, but I really love waking up in the morning, rolling out of bed, and going right into the studio. I absolutely love it. So that's my super secret for you guys. So I gotta go back to work, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Namaste.